Leo, this is going to be a reading for you. As always, take what resonates and leave what does not. We're going to go ahead and get started with your message. If you find that the message resonates, please be sure to give me a like, comment, and subscribe if you are feeling so inclined. Let's take a look at what's going on for you here, Leo. With the Nine of Pentacles, I see you in an energy of independence. With the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, there could be someone returning from the past here. We have the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, this could also just be a sense of affinity toward your independence. Could be some failed projects here that we're looking at as well, but I don't really think that's likely. Let's see here. Destiny in reverse. Okay. So you're struggling with a sense of feeling like there's nothing that you can do about this. Either this failed project or this return of this person. You're feeling like the situation is out of your control and you're kind of struggling with confining yourself to your fate. Yeah, you're also feeling very indecisive here, or just lacking in faith with the Page of Wands in reverse and the crowning. Maybe you're recognizing someone as impulsive and immature as well. Unreliable. Or the Eight of Wands and the unconscious. That could be the arrows of love, infatuation. Could also be communication coming through here. Okay. It looks like you have some communication here. Someone is reaching out to you. We have the Page of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Wands. And you don't feel like there's anything you can do about this situation. We have Destiny in reverse in the crossing position. Okay, past energy, for a little bit of context, we have the Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, so something really went down. There's been some kind of calamity or obstacle here that you ran up against in the past. Running into the future, we have the Ten of Swords. Moving into the future, I'm seeing you in this energy of defeat, sorrow, feeling like you've hit rock bottom, but the only way that you can really go from here is up. So I understand this feeling of you kind of feeling like there's nothing that you can do or you feel kind of powerless about something. But I'm also seeing this energy of return here with that Five of Cups in reverse. So I think that there's something out of your hands. There's communication that's coming in for you. You're feeling pretty down. You're feeling pretty glum right now. But I think that there's a return of someone from the past here. We have the Emperor in the Self position and the Hermit. We have Aries and Virgo energy. If you haven't seen the Aries reading, I would recommend you going to see or watch that. I literally just posted it right before this one. But you're showing up in the energy of Aries with the Hermit in your environment. So you could be influenced by this energy of Aries, or you're just showing a great deal of emotional control. You're showing a great deal of restraint. And you're kind of like really also showing a lot of wisdom here with that Hermit card. You can probably hear the thunder. As soon as I mentioned the Aries reading, there was thunder and lightning all through that reading. Absolutely go check that reading out if you haven't. If you have any Aries in your chart, or if you're dealing with an Aries, I really recommend it. The Emperor coming through here and the Hermit, like I said, you could be dealing with a Virgo, Aries. Yeah, it seems like this other person is taking some time to really reflect, be to themselves. The Hermit in your environment, okay? You could also be doing that, and that could be how you are being perceived right now. It just seems like there's this energy of reflection, okay? Going within, introspection, withdrawal, introversion, all those good things. But the Hermit's also an energy of wisdom. So I don't really see this as being a negative at all. I see this as being a positive. You're coming through in the energy of control. I feel like you're coming through as very rational, very controlled, very upright. You're kind of setting an example here as well with that Emperor energy. The Ten of Cups in reverse. Yeah, you're grieving. You are worried that this is going to be the end for you and this person, as I'm seeing here with the Ten of Swords in the future. And it's putting you into a lot of pain, sorrow, sadness at the separation, the outcome. The Three of Pentacles. I do see you two working things out. We have the Three of Pentacles coming out here in the outcome. I see the two of you having like admitted to each other that you've kind of hit rock bottom here, and then doing what you need to do in order to reconcile. So you're putting some work here into rebuilding together. That's the energy of collaboration, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, someone could like plants. We have a lot of plants here. We have we have the flowers in this cup, and we also have the little, I don't know what that is. That basil or something? No idea. But someone could like plants. We have seeds, we have soil, and then we have water coming out of these pentacles. All right. So let's go ahead and see what comes out in the oracle messages for you. What's going on for Leo? Twin flame. Wow. Okay. All right, Leo. Don't shoot me, but it looks like you might have a twin flame situation going on here. There could be a difference in age between the two of you. The two of you could be from different parts of the country or different parts of the world. It could be a very triggering, a very triggering and very turbulent connection between the two of you. The two of you remind each other of people from your past. Passion in reverse, and that can kind of backfire a little bit here. So it looks like things need to cool down. I'm kind of glad that we have the Hermit out here to really give that energy. Passion in reverse is yeesh. Difficulty finishing what you start, low energy, lack of enthusiasm, neglecting aspects of your well-being, and mistrusting yourself. I'm so grateful for each moment of joy in my life. So you've kind of come to the point where it's like, I don't even know what to do here. Like, you're coming through here in this energy of like indecision about whether or not you should even move forward with this person. We have the Eight of Wands, the Page of Wands in reverse. You don't know what the right answer is here. And you're kind of like, should I even continue investing in this? Is this even worth the effort? I'm already in so much pain here. Like, do I even carry on? I see someone coming through for you, the Three of Pentacles, with some assistance, trying to help you get through this. Can we just go ahead and clarify this Three of Pentacles, please? Clarifying the Three of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Whoa. Okay, we have the World. Ending of a cycle. Assured success. Someone could be moving, or someone could have moved recently. We have the Eight of Swords. Overthinking and what not to do. Don't allow rebounds to cause distractions here, Leo. Don't lose focus. Keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the goal. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest is still possible for you. We have the Page of Swords in reverse. The energy of surprise, surprising communication, surprising messages. It could be an illness here as well that we're looking at with that Page of Swords in reverse. This could be just someone who's very sort of contrarian, like very much open to debate and not very agreeable. But the Page of Swords in reverse leads to the Five of Swords. Okay. I think this is a warning. Leo, I think that this is kind of saying that you are going to need to be open to communication with this person when they come back in. We have the World, the Eight of Swords, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Five of Swords. I feel like if you are combative toward this person's just gonna fight, argue with you. This is giving very argumentative energy. So that is not the right way to go about this. It needs to come to an end in order for this to succeed. So you want to make sure that you're working in collaboration with this person when they come back in to speak to you. You don't want to flip out and, make everything about them because this person's going to get really defensive if that is the case. And it's just going to result in like everything's just going to fall apart again. Five of Swords. Okay. So the energy of collaboration is very important here. Anything else coming through for this energy, please? Yeah, discernment. We have the Gardener in reverse, Taurus energy coming through here. Maybe someone was lacking boundaries, someone couldn't say no here or something. We have the Orphan. It's a very sort of interesting dichotomy between the Gardener in reverse and the Orphan. The Gardener in reverse is an energy of someone who is planting their seeds, right? This is Taurus energy. This is someone who is gaining education, gaining knowledge, gaining community. But when it shows up in the reverse, this is an energy of not saying no. So I feel like you're kind of going from this energy of not saying no to the energy of the Orphan, which is Gemini energy, the energy of, independence. Yeah, there's a lot going on with communication here as well. I'm stumbling over my words. So this is the energy of independence or hyper-independence. So you're going from the energy of lacking boundaries to full independence here. And I think that's a good thing. I think that's a good thing that's coming through. All right. Can we talk a little bit more? What else is going on here for Leo? Someone doesn't know how badly they've hurt you. There's stagnation and bashfulness. Yeah, this person here in the Hermit energy is really taking their time. It's like they're taking a time out. And they're like acting really shy, like they're hiding away from you. Can we get one more? Luck in reverse. They need to get their ducks in a row. They need to get their stuff together. Okay. All right. Why is this coming out now? What can Leo do about this? For the highest good of all. We got the Knight of Wands, sense of distance, separation. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse, obstacles, delays. Yeah, this is not permanent. This is a temporary condition that this person is in. They are kind of in this energy of maybe realizing that they are stagnating or they have stagnated, and they're kind of embarrassed and they feel the need to get their stuff sorted out. You have the Four of Wands, and what's not important. What is important is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And it leads to the Lovers. Whoa. Okay. So I see this person maybe addressing some anxiety about money. I think this is you. Actually. Someone is addressing some anxiety about money here. And it leads them to the energy of the Lovers. So if this is something that you've been kind of dealing with, you've been kind of feeling stagnant and stuck and afraid to kind of get back into the world, especially if you have like some kind of public platform. I feel like Spirit is kind of saying right now is not the time for you to be focusing on relationships anyway. Instead, focus on getting your money right, because it seems like you might have some anxiety about money. And that leads to a correction indirectly, right, with this person. So if that means that, you know, you're kind of filling your time with just something that is, maybe it's like a side hustle, or you're just kind of like preoccupying yourself in some way, that's going to lead you back to this person. Or it's going to lead you to a very loving connection. Can we clarify the Lovers? Well, we did start off with the Five of Cups in reverse. So yeah, that is going to lead you back to this person. That's a return. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, what you've been waiting for. Okay. The King of Pentacles. This person could have Earth in their chart. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Virgo especially with the Hermit coming out here. All right. Okay. But Spirit's saying you don't need to be so worried about it. Don't allow it to act as an obstacle. Don't allow it to slow you down. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Interesting. What else do we have for Leo? Yeah, because if you're spending all your time like waiting for something to happen, that's not an effective use of your time. You're just going to kind of get in your own way. You're going to derail your own progress. The holiest temple, yeah. Make sure you're taking care of your body at this time as well. Maybe go to the gym, spend some of that extra energy, do some yoga, make sure you're eating well, healthily, you know. Ancestral healing. Okay, so if some of you have been kind of worried about like a body part here, like if you had like a wound here that is physical in the body, it seems like this is healing. Or if you've had some kind of sickness or illness, I think I did mention that earlier, that seems to be healing. The holiest temple and ancestral healing. Can we get one more? We have projections. Okay, we have projections and the burning roses. So just something to be mindful of. Try not to allow others to trigger you. And if they do, try not to lash out at them. You want to make sure that, you know, if someone is pressing your buttons, you can just take some space away from them, or, you know, you don't kind of get out of character. Okay. But yeah, Leo, that is what we have for you. If you would like to book me for a personal reading, the link to do that is going to be in the description box. Please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye-bye for now. Thanks and take care.